The Fire and Dragon type legendary Pokemon Reshiram is currently in raid battles, and yes, you can in fact duo this Pokemon. Unfortunately, it's extremely difficult and it's going to require the exact right counters as well as the right conditions. But that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Let's get right into it. How's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Count here with a brand new Pokemon Go raid guide video for you. Today I'm going to be talking about Reshiram. This Pokemon is the latest addition to Pokemon Go. It is absolutely essential to get because it is a really strong fire type and it's going to have a lot of implications for the Master League, so you definitely want to pick up a good one. But real quick, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that little bell so you stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel possible. If you want to support this channel in any way, I highly suggest you go and check out the links in the description below. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's talk about Reshiram. This Pokemon is making a huge splash in Pokemon Go. It is a very strong dragon type, but it's also one of the best fire types in terms of raid DPS as well as with PvP. So it is absolutely essential that you pick up a good Reshiram. But of course, because of our current circumstances, because of COVID-19, it's going to be really difficult to get a raid group together in order to defeat this boss. But fortunately, you do not need too many trainers in order to defeat it. As long as you bring the right counters, you will be able to take down this boss with the least amount of trainers as possible. But I know why you guys are here for this video. You want to find out how you can actually two-man Reshiram. Well, unfortunately, it's going to take the exact right counters. You will need to be level 40 and you will need the right conditions. So let's talk about that right now. First and foremost, Reshiram is a dragon and fire type, which means you will need the absolute best counters for these two types. And what are those counters? Well, for Reshiram, you will need the most DPS as possible. So if you do not have a weather boost, you will need either Salamence or Rayquaza. A full team of maxed out Rayquazas, regardless of IVs. Obviously, you want to stay closer to the 100% IVs for your Rayquazas, but a full team of Rayquazas is absolutely essential. And let's say you do not have a full team of Rayquaza, well, you could also use Salamence with the Community Day moves. A full team of Rayquazas and Salamances with Dragon Tail and Outrage will give you the victory as long as both you and your partner are best friends and you have these exact same Pokemon. Now, another condition you have to watch out for is the moveset of Reshiram. There are certain moves that you absolutely will have difficulty defeating. There are a couple of charge moves that Reshiram has that will essentially prevent you from two-manning it. By my experiences, the ideal moves you want to go up against is Fire Fang for its fast move and either Crunch or Overheat. Both of these charge moves deal the least amount of damage to your dragon types, so you will be able to do a lot more damage before all of your Pokemon get knocked out. So what that means is that if you are going up against a Stone Edge or a Draco Meteor Reshiram, well, you're going to be in trouble if you're trying to two-man it. And of course, you want to give yourself as many advantages as possible. That means you and your partner should both be best friends with each other, and of course the Pokemon that you're using, one of them should be best buddies. That will ensure you the victory if you do not have a weather boost. Now let's say you do have a weather boost. Well, you will want to have windy weather. That's going to boost up your dragon types, but if you want to use non-dragon types against Reshiram, then bring your best rock type attackers with Partly Cloudy. That is another way you can two-man this boss, but again, it's going to be extremely difficult and you will need to dish out as much damage as possible. Now let's say you do not have these conditions met, but you still want to defeat Reshiram with the least amount of players as possible. Well, if you have a full team of good dragon types and rock types, you will be able to comfortably defeat Reshiram with about 4 trainers. But if you want to push your luck while still not meeting those conditions, you can essentially 3-man it pretty easily. But it's all going to depend on your trainer levels and it's all going to depend on what Pokemon you bring. Again, dragon types and rock types, these are your best counters against Reshiram. Outside of Rayquaza and Salamence, I highly suggest you make a team of Dialgas. They are going to be really effective against against Reshiram, but know and understand that Dialga is weak against fire types, so you will not want to use him against a Fire Fang and Overheat Reshiram. But if you do not have good dragon types, Dialga is still a really good choice. And in terms of rock types, you could always go with Rampardos. It's kind of like the Rayquaza rock type, it's a glass cannon, but if you want a little bit more TDO, if you want a little bit more survivability, I highly suggest you invest in Rhyperiors with Rock Wrecker. It's going to allow you to dish out a lot of damage before your Pokemon gets knocked out because it has a lot of health. And yes, regardless of what you bring, Draco Meteor is the charge move that you will want to avoid. This is the one charge move that Reshiram has that will essentially one-shot any Pokemon that doesn't dodge it. The perfect IV CP for Reshiram is going to be 2307, and if it's weather boosted, it's going to be 2884. In terms of getting a really good Reshiram, these are your magic numbers. You want to be as close to these as possible because the higher the IVs, the better it's going to be in the Master League. If you want a weather boosted Reshiram, you're going to want to challenge him during windy or sunny weather. These are going to boost up Reshiram and give you those weather boosted CPs. But you will want to watch out because a lot of his charge moves and his fast moves are weather boosted as well. Fire Fang and Overheat are definitely big hitters when it comes to sunny weather, and sunny weather is pretty common in most parts of the world. So definitely watch out for those and make sure you bring your rock types. And of course, if you happen to get windy weather, you will want to watch out for Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor. Those are going to dish out a ton of damage. But again, I think the easiest moveset you can go up against is Fire Fang and Crunch. If you go up against a Reshiram with those moves, you should be able to bring your dragon types and not worry about any of them getting one shot. And if you want a two-man Reshiram, well, these are the ideal moves you will want to go up against. When it comes to a bunch of the Pokemon that we've been getting lately in raid battles, this is as good as it's going to get for a while. Reshiram is a powerful fire type. It's going to do a lot of damage against Pokemon that have a steel typing, that have a grass typing, and we're going to start seeing those a lot in PvP, especially the steel types. So if you want a really good Pokemon to use in the Master League, this could definitely be one that you could consider. Of course, when it comes to fire types, there are better options out there for the Master League, but in terms of raid DPS, Reshiram is currently one of the best among a lot of Pokemon that you could use. I'm not going to talk about this too much, mainly because if you look at deep dive videos by some of my friends like FLW Videos, you could definitely see how much this Pokemon will impact raid battles, so you definitely want to catch a good one. But yeah, that's going to be my guide. Again, to recap, if you want a two-man Reshiram, you're going to need the exact right counters and you're going to need the right conditions. But if you want to defeat this Pokemon with the least amount of trainers as possible, make sure you're bringing your dragon types and your rock types, and you should have no problems taking down this boss. But that's going to be it for this video. I would love to know your thoughts regarding this raid boss down below. Definitely share your wins, and yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, everyone. I am Count Jinsula. As always, be safe, and I'll catch you all later. How's it hanging, everyone? Before I end this video, I want to give a quick plug to my Patreon page. If you want to support this channel, I highly suggest you go and check out the link in the description below. Every little bit helps when it comes to these YouTube videos. So if you want to support this channel, if you love the content that I'm producing and you want to contribute, definitely go and check it out. I have a lot of nice perks, like if you want to be on my permanent friends list, or if you want to get exclusive content or participate in exclusive content that's coming soon, definitely go and check it out. And to all of my patrons, I thank you for supporting my channel. I really hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that little bell so you stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. Follow me on social media at Count Jinsula. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, have a great day. I'll catch you all later.